Yes, it is time to get connected. We are loving the connected trend of smart homes at the moment. So we thought, let's find out from the guy, the only guy we could really talk to about this, Mr. Grant Hines, on how we could create our own Internet of Things, if you will. We've all heard about that smart home trend of the Internet of Things. Now it's your chance to start making your home just a little bit smarter. But where do we start? So Grant is going to help to kick us off. I want to be smarter. No, I want my home to be smarter.
You want to be smarter too.
Oh, is there a plug-in yet? Can we make ourselves smarter?
No, it's not
yet?
the Matrix.
Okay.
You're not Neo.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Unfortunately, I know Elon's working on something. But
no doubt, brother, no doubt. But there are a lot of cool gadgets and cool services available. So where do we start, though?
I love smart home projects. And it's something that I know a lot of people have asked me because I started my one and people at home
You're kind
are
of
busy
ahead of the
building.
curve a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and just like fidgeting. But the first things you need, you're going to need internet access, reliable, hopefully fiber.
Fiber or
access.
5G, something that's going to give you a bit of something, yeah?
Yep, totally. A smartphone, and then at least one smart device. And I implore you, look around your house, you probably have one already, because a lot of electronics are now smart enabled, which is super cool. Okay, so the first thing that I would recommend if you are starting out building your smart home is to don't get everything all at once. Firstly,
baby steps.
Like, people can't afford that. That's just like crazy. But there's usually one or two things that can make your life a little bit easier. So I highly recommend initially getting a smart plug.
Smart plug.
So a smart plug is a device that plugs into your wall plug. It doesn't matter if you're renting or you own the house or not. It just goes into the slot, and whatever you plug into it, it's like a multi-plug.
Okay.
Whatever you plug into it can be turned on or off when it's plugged into the wall, which is like excellent.
Okay, first step, like that.
The second thing is smart light bulbs. Smart light bulbs are amazing because they have the capacity to change color. You can have like 16 million different colors in one light bulb, which is really cool. And they just screw into the socket. There's nothing fancy. It's just a bulb. And they're getting rapidly cheaper. Like the first smart bulb that I bought was like really expensive. And now I just see the competition.
It's a little bit more accessible.
It's way more accessible. And most of them are LED and they have long lifespan. And again, if you're renting, just take that out. Take it back to your new place.
Take it with you. I like that.
Which is great. Then one of the other things is a smart alarm. This is something that I'm actually going to show you because I've actually got one rigged up at home. So it's something that plugs into the PCB board of your alarm system at home. So even if you've got an old alarm system, there's a little device that plugs in. And there are South African companies that are making this, which why I like talking about this is because not many people overseas necessarily need this kind of thing because they don't like have like alarm systems like we do. But having a smart alarm allows me to, as you can see, I can divide the house into different parts. I can arm or disarm different, like inside or outside. I've got different sensors all around the house, which is really cool. This thing's called Alarm, but there are lots of different kinds of like it. So look for smart alarm systems. And then the other thing that I do recommend getting is a smart speaker. A smart speaker
that's little genius here.
Yeah. So the smart speaker is usually like the nice interface to everything in the house because you can just talk to it, which is really cool. And
what is this one?
This one is actually a Google supplied one. So there are lots of different brands.
So it's like Alexa, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, you can get an Alexa, you can get a Google Assistant, or you can get an Apple one. I recommend Google because it's kind of like everyone can use it.
Yeah,
like most
accessible,
play ball.
sure.
And it's getting better. The smart home world's getting more interesting because there's an open source protocol that's coming out later this year called Matter. So a lot of these devices that were like, they're brand specific, are going to start working on one device, which is great.
Wow.
So
love the
start
sound
looking
of
at
that.
Then advanced stuff that if you want to really step up your game and stuff that that's my stage 2.
So this is the next level.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm really excited to get like smart blinds. Smart blinds, literally, you can take an existing blind and then you get like an attachment that goes onto the cord and you can literally open and close it, time it on a certain time of day. The luminosity of the room, if it's getting too dark, it'll automatically close for you. It's really cool.
I love that. Now I get blinded by the sun through my kitchen window at a third-party time every day.
And imagine it just knew and it could just close it for you.
Brilliant.
Then a home server, which I've got at home now to run third-party software like Home Assistant, but that's quite advanced. And then look for, if you're looking at buying big products like washing machines or air conditioners, you can get smart ones as well. So I've got a smart air conditioner inside my studio, which is great because I can talk to it with the speaker and tell it what to do, but also I can set the room at different temperatures. I can make sure that it's got a motion detector, that it avoids me in the room. So that's like super.
I've got a smart washing machine that I can just say, please start washing now, and by the time I get home, it's done.
And you get a notification on your phone when the washing is complete. So it's these quality of life things that are quite fun. Like, that's actually one of my favorite parts, is that it's quite fun. And they really do step up your living space, because it makes your home a little bit more interactive, safer, and also with everything being interconnected, you can include every one of the family members. So everybody can, you add your spouse, you add your children, and they can also have access to the alarm. And I can set my alarm while I'm at the studio if I forgot, because I've got a smart home. Otherwise, if I didn't, I'd have to go home, sit there and type in the numpad, like my password.
I love it. Chores have just gotten a lot easier. Maybe you introduce some smart cleaners in the home and suddenly kids are absolutely loving life. Is there like an operating system or a service we need to plug in to make this all happen?
Good question. So the first thing I'd recommend is use something that you understand or is easy to you. If you've got an Android phone, make sure that you're using Google Home. If you've got a Samsung phone, there's smart things. A lot of devices connect to this. And then if you've got an Apple phone, you can use the Apple HomeKit solution. And if you want to integrate, if you really are interested in learning more about it, what you're seeing on screen now, that's smart things. But what you're seeing on, what I have at home is something called Home Assistant. It's all these things are like open source, and they connect everything in the house, and you can start learning ways to include as many different products in it as possible.
Just take that first step and see where it goes. You go down the rabbit hole, man.
It's like building Lego, but it's your house. And again, it's products that you can leave the home with. You're investing in your home, and then they can come with you to your new home if you're a renter, and it doesn't have to be like this permanent solution.
I love that. Your little ecosystem suddenly becomes a whole lot bigger. Buddy, I cannot wait to see. I love your studio and where you guys, and Amber as well, where you're taking that just absolutely crazy. So we put it to you guys this morning. If you could smarten up your home and get one ultra tech advice, what would that tech be? Let us know. Drop us a voice note on this number right now, 063 108 8863. That's our new WhatsApp line for you to send us voice notes on anything that's got you talking throughout the show. But this morning, we want to know, if you could juice up your Internet of Things at home, what smart technology would you introduce in your own home? Grant Hines, thank you so much for getting us inspired about going smart. Yes, we know we can't make ourselves any smarter with technology.
Well, you can't.
I can't. But we certainly can smarten up our homes. Let us know if you are doing anything new and cool in the tech space.